For those who don't care for the pub scene, but still enjoy Natty Greene's beer at home, look no further than production warehouse manager Daniel Washington.
I'm the warehouse manager and also primary contact for festivals, special events, and tastings. And I also run the majority of the operations for the bunker, our tasting room here. Most of the warehouse work starts with the finished product. We take all of the liquid and it's either going to go into bottles, which we normally refer to as just package, or kegs. So between package and kegs, we get everything into whatever package it needs to be. And Monday, Wednesday, Friday will be our primary days for kegging, and then Tuesdays and Thursdays are our bottling days.
When Daniel started working there in 2010, he and his crew could produce 20,000 bottles a day. And in just 4.5 years, they've almost tripled that amount.
Our average right now is 35 to 40,000 bottles on any given bottling day. Low point right now is maybe 25,000, high could go up to about 50 to 55,000. Minimum crew, we can run it with 6 people. Typically, we'll normally have 8 or 9 people going at any one time, so we can shift people between positions, make sure that people are getting their breaks as necessary. Once all the orders are together, we make sure that all the packaging gets built up, all the boxes and 6-pack carriers, make sure that all the cases are ready to go. Once everything's in place, then get the labels loaded into the machine and get it running on Tuesdays and Thursdays.
As for the crew that's responsible for getting the bottles to their packages, they have certain tasks to ensure the operation runs smoothly.
We have literally hands-on, hands-off. So we have guys that are putting the bottles onto the machine by hand onto our primary loading table. That will feed into what's called the rinser, which is that huge round disc that you saw that goes into it. So the bottles are taken into that and go up, do a full 360 where they're actually getting cleaned before they go into the actual bottling machine. Once it's inside the actual bottle filler, it uses counter pressure to put a little bit of CO2 in to force out any oxygen. Oxygen has a tendency to degrade beer, so we want to get it out of the bottle. So once it's purged, we'll fill it with our liquid. It comes back around and automatically gets capped and sealed. Comes back around to the other side of the line. We have an automated labeler, but then once it's through that, all the automation is done, and we have a couple of guys that are, same thing, like I said earlier, hands-on, hands-off. So we've got our manual labor pulling the bottles off the line and putting them into our packaging.
Natty Greene's is still considered a craft brewery, but is rapidly finding ways for everyone to enjoy their beer.